live.
Do you have a strategy for LinkedIn? And when you think about the strategy, is it really written down? Is it concrete? Is it something you can refer to, you can measure against? If not, I really want you to consider building out this step. And there's a couple of reasons. Yesterday I had a call with a group of business development folks, and they said, oh, we saw you a couple of years ago, and we did everything you told us to do. We bought Sales Navigator. I'm like, okay, how did it work for you? It didn't. We didn't get one lead from Sales Navigator. So tell me how you used it. And what they did was they purchased Sales Navigator, and then they applied a tool and a person overseeing that tool who did nothing but automate all of the outgoing connection requests. They didn't get any leads. So imagine if you received an automated connection request. I can go into my inbox right now and see probably about 50 invitations I've received since January 1st. I can tell they're all automated. And if somebody is a potential client, they should be worth spending the time to personalize a message. You need to build out the strategy. You need to build out a plan step by step so that you maximize what you're doing. And I understand people really want to use automation because it saves time. However, if somebody could do business with you, don't you think that they deserve to get a real person talking to them through LinkedIn? It is easy to make a mistake on LinkedIn using automation, and you don't want to do that. And additionally, what I'd like to pull up here is LinkedIn. I just jumped over to their help center this morning. Accepting, ignoring, and reporting invitations as spam. Do you want to be considered a spammer on LinkedIn? If enough people not only ignore you, but say they don't know you, that's going to send a message to LinkedIn. LinkedIn can see that. They can suspend your account. So just take a look in your help section in the help center of LinkedIn and be familiar. Are you ready to take that risk? I think that the downside of automating is far greater than the upside of automating. And so that automating is what I would consider definitely not a best practice. That's why I'd like you to take a look at joining Inside, where we're giving you a lot of detail on strategy, playbooks, different modules for building your profile, using Sales Navigator, all of these different areas that I think will really help you amp up your game, elevate your presence, and be much more effective. So I get that LinkedIn is a little bit of a numbers game. I totally understand that. However, you need to be smart about how you're reaching out to people. People are becoming far more discerning on LinkedIn. So if you don't have a strategy and you are not thinking about how you could be using LinkedIn in a really smart way, I think you're going to potentially see it's not going to be as easy for you. So one of the things that, and we talk a lot about this in Inside, I just want you to think about group coaching. It is our best value by far. Every week we do something different. So the first week of the month is training. The second week is Q&A, and people bring all of their questions, and I'm happy to answer them on the fly. Third week is strategy. And then the fourth week we're going to talk about accountability, because a strategy with no accountability is only getting you halfway there. So let's think about being really smart in 2020 for how we're using LinkedIn.
Colleen, you mentioned, so one of the caveats I think I've noticed with LinkedIn, and the caveats of building a really good profile on LinkedIn, is that you're more easily accessible to bots and salespeople. Is there any way around it, or is it something that you just kind of have to deal with?
It's something you have to deal with, but you can turn some things down through your settings. So once again, privacy and settings, really important. Pay attention to this area, go through those, and depending on what your ultimate strategy is, will determine how you're going to set some of those settings in privacy. So I think it is a good point. The more dialed in your profile is, the better for LinkedIn's algorithm. However, it does open you up to more people reaching out to you. I work with a lot of CEOs, business owners, presidents of companies. They want to be a little bit more under the radar. So we work on that by maximizing some of the settings, turning some things off in the settings area.
Gotcha. And there was one of the, I noticed yesterday I was attempting to connect with somebody, and I wasn't allowed to send a connection request. They were third level. Mm-hmm. Is that a rule, I guess, on LinkedIn?
Right, so you need for third level, sometimes LinkedIn will give you a few third level people you can reach out to, but you need to upgrade and you need to get to Sales Navigator.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Sales Navigator really unlocks that third level to reach out to. So if you're doing a lot of prospecting, you probably do want to reach beyond second level connections. We definitely want to reach third level connections for most of our clients. So everybody who we're doing outreach for, they are in Sales Navigator.
And the I was able to send them a message. Mm-hmm. If I send them a message, will it unlock the ability to connect with them or no?
No.
Okay. Mm-mm. Interesting.
No. So you sent them an in-mail?
No, I just I didn't send them anything. Like the button where it would say connect, there was a button for message. Is that it would only allow me to in-mail them?
Right.
Okay.
And you need to be a premium member to in-mail someone. However, so a couple of things happen. When you in-mail someone, they have to accept that message. Most people, or a lot of people, don't know how to accept that message. They don't get that that's something that they have to do. A lot of times they're just on their phone. They don't really get that. And then if they do answer it, you get the credit back, that in-mail credit back. And what's important to realize, though, is you're still not connected to them. So even if they accept that in-mail, you're not connected to them. You then need to then send a connection request. Lots of times that's even confusing to people. They're like, I thought I already responded, right? So we encourage people to connect first, use that group of in-mails they have more strategically and in a different way. And we'll be talking about that on our group coaching sessions, and we cover that, how to use in-mail. And in fact, we use in-mail differently than LinkedIn suggests. It works for our clients really well. And it is important to know that if you do need to get further out or you're changing industries and jump-starting your network, Sales Navigator will help you reach those people that will be new and maybe not second-level connections.
Awesome.
Great.
So next week, we're actually going to be moving the live stream to Monday?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
So we'll be live streaming on Mondays from now on, and those are also the days where we're doing our in-depth group coaching sessions with our members. So if you want to get the really good stuff and get deeper into using LinkedIn better, please join us. Consider joining us at inside.interoadvisory.com. Check out some of the resources and the deliverables there. I'm Colleen McKenna from Intero Advisory and Matt Cullity, and we're glad you joined us today. Thanks. Send us your questions, and we look forward to seeing you again.